going to crochet with Potter and Bloom.
I have found something quite neat. Don't know if you can see this. I was trying to focus on my face. This pretty swatch is the iris stitch. This is the iris stitch. It is incredibly pretty. I'm pretty much in love with it. I think this would be quite a nice fabric stitch. When I was making it up, and it's very easy, when I was making this swatch up, I was just thinking that would make a really nice cardi, because that's how my mind works. Obviously with crochet, I start crocheting and I think, oh, that would make a nice cardigan. Anyway, grab yourself some yarn and a hook. I have got some Aran weight yarn, or is it chunky? Might be chunky, and a 5mm hook. But just grab any yarn and any hook, and I will show you how to do the iris stitch. We start off, as per usual, with a slip knot. And for the iris stitch, you need to chain in multiples of 4. And so let me do that. So I've done 20, just so that I can give you a good idea of what this stitch looks like. So multiples of 4 and then add 3. Okay, and then what we're going to do is we're going to work 2 trebles, 1 chain and two more trebles into the 5th chain from the hook. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this one, we're going to work 2 trebles, two trebles, 1 chain and another 2 trebles, which is basically the Irish. It sounds like I'm saying Irish, doesn't it? I can't get it out of my mouth properly, or I haven't got my teeth in right or something. I love that saying. The iris stitch is basically 2 trebles, 1 chain, 2 trebles. So then we skip 3 chains, 1, 2, 3, and we do exactly the same thing. 1, 2, 3, skip 3 chains, and then 2 trebles, 1 chain, 2 trebles. I'm still giggling about putting my teeth in. 2 trebles, 1 chain, 2 trebles. Okay, and we just do that all the way along. Miss 3, 1, 2, 3, and then into the 4th, 2 trebles, 1 chain, 2 trebles. Whoops. Miss 3 again. 1, 2, 3 into the 4th, 2 trebles. You're going to get bored of me saying 2 trebles, 1 chain, 2 trebles, but that is basically iris summed up. Oh, the dog just did a big snorty sort of yawn. Delightful, Tilly, thank you for that. 1, 2, 3 into the 4th, 2 trebles. Tilly met another flat coat at the racecourse this morning. She was most indifferent, whereas I was squealing and getting quite excited. You very rarely see flat-coated retrievers. And you should end with 2 chains. And you're thinking, oh, I've gone wrong, I've only got 2 chains. This is what I thought when I did this the first time. But actually, all you do is you miss 1 chain and you treble in that last one, just 1 treble in the last chain. And what that does is it gives you a nice bit of symmetry, because all the way along you're just going to have that one up there. Okay, so now we're going to chain 3 and turn our work. This is what it looks like so far. It is incredibly pretty, isn't it? I really like this yarn colour as well. Okay, so this is the pattern repeat, this row. So chain 3, and all we do, is so easy, you're going to be delighted, is work 2 trebles, one chain, 2 trebles, in the 1 chain space from the previous round. Okay, and that's it, nothing in between, just same thing, next one, 2 trebles, oh, off camera, 1 chain, 2 trebles, okay, 2 trebles. If it sounds like there's a spaceship landing in my house, it is the fridge or the freezer, one of the two, because I do my filming in the kitchen now to get away. Oh, and that's the extractor fan. Everybody's making noise today. And it is a glorious day today. I am actually going to finish this video and go and do some gardening. I say gardening like I can do it. I just, you know, tramp up and down the garden and act like I know what I'm doing, which is a little bit hit and miss really. But anyway, you know what us Englanders are like. As soon as the sun shines, we've got to get out there because we see it so rarely. Okay, so we've just gone all the way along, working 2 trebles, 1 chain, 2 trebles, and then we get to the end, and all we do is we work our last treble into the top of the turning chain. Okay. Okay, and then we chain 3. 1, 2, 3. And that is how she's looking. Isn't that a lovely stitch? Let me do one more row with you, and then I can witter on a bit more. So that's all we do again. We chain 3 and we work 2 trebles, 1 chain and 2 trebles. Trebles, 1 chain. I don't normally go in for symmetrical patterns like this. I normally like the patterns where on the second row the pattern is worked in between the pattern from the previous row. I just think it has a nicer, for my eye anyway, I think it has a nicer look. But it's funny with this iris stitch, it actually looks much nicer hooked up than it does in the book. In the book it looked a bit meh. It's like, well, I keep seeing it and I keep avoiding it because it looks a bit meh, so today I'm gonna try it. And of course I've only gone and tried it and think it's marvellous, but isn't that always the way? And then I'm like, well, why didn't I do this before? Oh, it's always the way, isn't it? And I'm at the end again. And I work my last treble in the top of my turning chain. Chain 3 and go, 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 and that is it. The iris stitch, not the Irish stitch, the iris stitch. I hope that was helpful. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and I hope you do some iris stitching, and if you do, then make sure you show me. I would love to see it. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye bye.